Can we talk about this Dr. Umar thing?
Yes.
So let's show this clip.
A big difference between the snow bunny and the African queen is the snow bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that snow bunny will see a black man with potential and she will invest in him. She will help him level up. And then when the sister see him 5 years ago, 5 years later, he's a millionaire. And the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, to invest in him, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to, stay with me. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up. What? Stay with me. Help him level up and become what you need him to be. Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line. And by the time he crosses the finish line, the snow bunny then snatched him already.
All right. Dr. Umar, never one to shy away from controversy. Pretty much said that, you know, a lot of times black women, and when he says black women, I think he's talking about American black women specifically. That's an important distinction to make.
Okay.
He said black women want a final product, meaning they're not willing to work with somebody on the come up. And that's why a white woman would actually work with somebody on the come up. And that's his thesis on why a lot of successful black men have white women. Well, I don't even say a lot, because I don't think I think that's a fake narrative.
Yeah,
But
I think that's
some successful black men have white partners.
There's two immediate thoughts I had. Shout out to Dr. Umar. He knows how to make a viral moment, right? But number one, there's been a bunch of women who have stood by men, and then when they got up out of poverty or out of struggling, they didn't stay with them. So what's the purpose of helping someone build? Number two, I think all women want a finished product, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just like certain men want bad women, bad bitches, etc. But all that building shit in the age of social media, nobody wants to do that.
But you know what? I don't know about that though, because I look at it like I look at this from two different angles. From my own personal perspective, which I can't really look at that because, you know, I've been on a trajectory for a while, so my experiences are a little different. But from just what I've been able to observe from other people, I've seen the reverse. Like I've seen dudes didn't have no car, they using their girl's car, didn't have nowhere to stay. They living in their girl's house. The girl is a RN, got a job, and it's actually been to her detriment because she's been supporting a dude that hasn't done anything. So I don't know about that. I can't really agree with that because I haven't seen that firsthand. Like I've seen
women look out way more and help way more than men.
Like that's a fact.
Way more.
And that's why.
And Zach, I know you're gonna say I'm pandering. I need to see who you dated in real life for you to talk to me. I love you, but stop. Like you a fan. You know what I mean?
Because like when I was an advisor, most of my clients were black women. They made good money. You know why I like working with the women? Because they listened.
They're coachable.
They went out of their way to help. They give referrals 3 times more than men.
More loving, non-competitive.
They're better clients. That's why I don't understand. I don't see it like that. Like this narrative that black women are just materialistic, just gold diggers. I don't see that. Like there might be a set segment of that on social media, but that's not
escort, prostitute culture. That's
not the average person. Like, you know, if you in a certain segment in LA or New York, but that's not the average. That's not real life. Like real life, women look out. Shit down. They look out way more. They hold down. They hold the men down. When like I just don't. I have not seen that.
I'm not pandering. I got a question though. For most women in the chat, please answer. If you were to do, and he makes $22,000 a year, and in 2 years he's making 1.5, how much of that do you think you'll get back, and will he be with you after you make the 1.5? Most men are skedaddling off of 2 meme coins. They don't even be up yet. They go get them a little 2009 Nissan Altima and find somebody else to finesse, and they on to the next Ponzi. Women hold it down a lot more than people give them credit for.
Now, there might be a thing where it's like, they might.
Damn, black women got a fucking right to say I don't want to date no bum.
They might let you drive their car, but they also going to talk to you a certain way. Now you're going. I have seen that. Now I have seen that. But it's their right to talk to you like that because you're not in a position. Bro, you can't be treated like a king and living like a peasant. The shit don't add up, bro. Like every person is not a king. You got to work to become a king. Yeah. We got to stop using that word so loosely.
Everybody want a king. Everybody want Master Musa.
No, you got to earn that. It's like a general. You got to earn that stripe. Yeah. Like, bro, don't expect to have fucking your meal cooked for you and your girl doing your cuticles, like cutting your nails for you. If she's working all day and she's financing you at studio hours. Now you might blow in that shit, but in the meantime, look, life's golden rule is the person with the goal makes the rules. So that's just common sense shit. Wow. Like you want to come up, if you want to come up and your girl is financing the operation, she's the boss. Like, what you want me to say? What you want me to say? She paying for shit. She's the boss.
And if the boss get frustrated,
act accordingly, nigga. Like, be supportive. Fucking light the candles and cook.
Also, and sweep up with a little Swiffer. Have shit in order, but be mindful because if he blow and you treated him bad, he may get his lick back. It'd be some of that too.
No, you don't abuse power. That's the thing. Even though, like, as a woman, you shouldn't abuse. You shouldn't humiliate somebody because they're down. You might be taking care of your man. You don't just purposely go out of your way to just emasculate them for no reason. But you'd have a right to ask questions. You have a right to ask questions.
How long should a woman like look after a man before you cut it off and say, no, this is penny stock?
I can't speak from that because I never had a woman look after me. So I don't know what that means. I don't know how that works. But I'm not totally knocking it because I understand that things happen, especially if you're in a relationship. You might sometimes you might fall on hard times. So I'm not knocking that, but I'm just saying I don't know what that looks like. Me, I'll sleep in my car before I live with a woman.
At least you're free.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a pride thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a pride thing. Like, I'd rather be sleeping on the couch at my mom's house before I just under law and order of a woman. Like, that's just me personally, though, right?
You don't like matriarchy?
Yeah, I don't know what it is to have a woman take care of me.
Gotcha.
And I'm not doing nothing all day. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
So I just don't. I can't understand how that gonna work.
Yeah.
Could you go for that?
I don't like no one having authority. It'd be tough to, you know what I mean? I've done better, but yeah, I got not authority issue, but like if your life is in the place that I want it to be in, it's hard to listen. So no. And I like to be able to get up and leave, and if shit don't work out, be like, yo, go ahead and go.
But you curated your life like that. That's important. I'm speaking to the guys. This is a real conversation. Look, I had an issue with authority since I was a kid. I knew that I couldn't work. It's not that I didn't want to work a job. I could not work a job.
Impossible. Yep.
But I had to sacrifice so I could become my own boss. Right? You can't just say, okay, I'm not working a job, but then not doing anything else.
No.
Like, okay, well, if you're saying that you're not working a job, what are you doing to become your own boss? Oh, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not gonna let a white man tell me what to do. All right, well, you're gonna get a government, you're gonna get a check from a white man. You're gonna get a government check
and still put in a white man's bank.
Exactly.
All that crypto y'all love, white peoples. Totally not from Japan, yo.
So this ain't it's no easy fast track. If you on the type of time where I don't want my girl telling me what to do, I don't want to. All right, well, be prepared to work 20 hours a day. Be prepared, like, you know what I'm saying, like this. Like, don't think that you just going to become, gladiator overnight, and now it's nah, you got to work for that, bro. Like, just because you're a man, I don't think just because you're a man, you earn rights just because of birth, right? You earn that. Like, you got to work to that. You got to respect is earned, not given. Nobody should just respect you just because. Like, you got to earn your respect from your family. You got to earn your respect from your kids. Like, just because you have a kid, you could be a deadbeat. Your kid shouldn't respect you if you're a dead. You haven't like you're not giving no money to him. You're not doing no shit. No, he gonna call you by your first name. He gonna call you by your first name. You gotta earn, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta earn your respect. They gonna call you David.
That's not call you David.
Yo, if your kid calls you by your first name, that's the highest level of disrespect.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, that's tough.
and
a lot of y'all dudes be bosses and still be getting bossed around and talking crazy. Like, of course, course correction is fine, but like, even after you get the money, you still have to have principles and respect. You may say a lot about me, yo. You got these stories of what happened. You always hear me saying at the end, if it didn't work out or wasn't respect, go ahead. I'm gonna let you out of heaven. Go ahead. You gotta have respect for self first, because if not, people gonna take advantage of you. And
it's like I always say, a true leader never has to tell anybody to follow him. Think about it. The greatest leaders of our generation. Have we ever seen Malcolm X tell people to follow him, or Martin Luther King tell people to follow? No, they followed them because they saw hope, inspiration, education, and they do. Yep. The people that have to, yo, I'm your leader, follow me. Like, those are the weakest people, because they're not even comfortable saying it. I say that to say, if you're the leader of a household, I think the man should be the leader of a household, right? That doesn't give you authority to be a tyrant. You don't have to. If you got to tell, listen to what I tell you to do, then you're not. You're not a leader, because you should just be providing leadership, and that's just going to happen organically. And it's like, you play off of each other. It's not like you tell somebody 100% of the time, but there has to be one leader. That's how life works. There can't be multiple leaders, and that's going to cause issues. So, but you can't lead. You can't follow a follower. So if you want somebody to follow you, work on your leadership.
Yep, work on your leadership. As we said on Market Mondays, Troy ended with this: be a better man.
That's a
fact.
Better
man. And there's nothing wrong with women wanting a finished product, like be a finished product, but just know when you become a finished product, the leverage is in your favor.
Yeah. And
if all of y'all be like, yo, who, Ian, why you not married? Oh my God, why y'all talking about this? Me being able to get married ain't the fucking issue. There was a lot to sort through, like how y'all was grating that cheese before Thanksgiving. It was a lot to sort through. Shout out to my baby. Hey, come on. Y'all keep saying that like, yo, if I figured out the hardest fucking stock market in the history of man that was not made for us, you don't think I can figure out who to pick, who to marry? Stop talking to me about this dumbass shit, yo.
Yeah. So Umar, I don't agree with that, Umar.
Yeah. And the white girls, just because they wait at Colorado who played for UCF and University of Colorado, don't mean they're waiting to build. They just may be selecting before they get to the finish line.
That's a fact.
Like, come on, man. If you have been in Miami, LA, Phoenix, some hunters out there, boy. Them the other White Walkers from Game of Thrones, yo.
Now I think there is a conversation about the international differences as far as cultural upbringings and interactions with opposite sex. That's a valid point to be made.
Don't import them over here. You're gonna get your import contaminated. When you bring it from customs and you bring your guava from Mexico, you bring any imports with you. Hey, you put them in this soil, she gonna get tainted. Be mindful. I know some of y'all trying to go do the little export. Y'all upgrading the passport, bro, thing and trying to bring them back, and then you're gonna put it right in Atlanta and Miami.
Import, export.
Gotta be mindful.
You have to be mindful in this world.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be real, man. Like, if you solid, like, in yourself and they know not to play with you, ain't gonna go through all them issues. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of y'all be bitches in real
Well,
life.
that's my thing. It's like, and not to say that I never had, some toxic situations before, because I definitely have. But I'm just saying, in general, in life, like who goes through this shit? Like, who's putting up with the nut shit? You a nut. You're a nut. You're a nut for putting up with the nut shit.
What if they don't have anything else going on?
Be single. It's not the end of the world.
Most people are not comfortable enough in their skin to be by themselves.
That's the problem.
That's what, like, I keep talking about it. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I get none of these deep ass ethereal questions about the market because y'all getting high. Then Monday comes
because I got high.
Yeah, for real. Now you're a bump more off from Sunday. You want to use that gecko? Yo, King, what you think about the valuation? What was the value of that coke you snorted? You not looking at the market every day. Save your bullshit, yo. Stop it. Stop it. But what do I know? But we can have a cultural conversation about in different areas. But yeah,
that's a real. I don't know if we want to have that conversation yet, or
let's save it.
That's a real one. That's a valid conversation to be had.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Yeah, on both sides, fellas. You gotta go around the world and see how other people run a little protocol.
The world protocol is a lot different than American protocol. I'll tell you that much.
Way different, opposite. I said, oh, y'all,
global
hella loving and okay.
The global protocol play. The global protocol play. Shout out to all my black women, backbone of our society. The strength of 1,000 people wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah, or also just be a finished product and get some good dick, and then you'll be able to go who you want.
But there's no such thing as a finished product. That's another thing too. What is a finished product?
Just means successful.
Because even if somebody got money, they could still be immature,
unfinished, unhealed.
up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are we judging finished product by?
I think they're just trying to as successful, but there's different tiers to that. Like you said, you can have the money, but if you don't have intelligence, emotional quotient up to par, not caring, not loving, not thought, like it's different brackets, bro. Like it's not just if you got a bag or if you can buy some shit or some designer and put it on IG. Like there's a lot of lames walking around with money.
That's a fact.
So that don't mean anything. So, but what do I know?
That's a fact.
And for all of you in the comments, if you're a man and you got some commentary, DM me who you dated. And then we're gonna do tops card for tops card.
Talking it but ain't living it
at all.
That's why I said I couldn't. Certain things I can't
at all. First violation. Let it wrap it up.
But I can't empathize with. I can't empathize with not being able to, figure that out. I can't empathize with getting talked too crazy. I can't. No, we're not doing that at 19 to now.
Yeah. And you
what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I was never doing that. And I'm not never going to do that.
Yeah. A lot of times too, though, as men, when men are attracted to toxic shit, it's because they have like a lot of unresolved and unhealed wounds from childhood that they haven't worked through yet too. Like if you grew up in a peaceful environment, you appreciate peace a lot more. Like my favorite thing is like, first, I don't believe in arguing, just to see what the reaction is going to be. Because a lot of it is determined based on your household. So, but be mindful.
Be mindful at all times.